We back.
We back. We rusty.
A little bit.
But we just getting the music, so ooh, ooh, and the hey, hey, yeah, hey, what we do.
It's a wild little world. Who's in the zoo? Who's in the zoo? Big fights, make up, pushing through. Every scar, every joke, that's our proof. Tune in, take a seat.
Who's in the zoo? That's me on the hook, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Merge Media Studios, Swagger Lot the Don, 3636 Virginia Beach Boulevard, Suite 205 and 206. You want music like this? You can get it like this.
Hey.
I can be all in your videos, all in your home videos, all in your weddings, all in your baby showers and your graduations. I feel good, man.
Me too.
I said I had a good day today.
That's good.
It's been we've been trying to get to y'all once a month, but
We're doing okay.
Yeah, we doing.
We started back last month.
Yeah, give us a clap. So we get some round of applause for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, round of applause for the clock game. We getting it right, y'all.
Absolutely.
We just updated all the sounds.
Yes, we did. We clearly still got some work to do.
We updated the sounds, but it's bigger productions, man.
Yeah.
It's we doing it for y'all to feel, more involved in the show and just I'm trying to add something that I learned as a video editing or in production type of things each video or something. So it just gets better as we go along. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
So this is my angle.
What's with all the time?
That's the wide angle. And that's you right there, man. Say hey to the people.
Hey, y'all.
This my wife of 19.6 years. You know what I'm saying? Pushing up on that 20-year anniversary this year, man.
What we doing?
I'm gonna say we going to Jamaica. I was gonna say trying.
Yes.
But we out, y'all. I was gonna say trying, but we out. We need it. I feel burnt. You burnt this year?
Absolutely.
And it's what? May? Absolutely.
It's already been a year. 2026 has been quite interesting so far.
I mean, I turned 40. Shout out to my baby putting together the best birthday bash anybody could ever ask for, man. There you go. She on it now.
My boo is 40.
40, man. I feel good though, dog. I felt like I'm just proud of what we was able to accomplish over the years. I want to take credit for it because I'm the one who hit 40 first.
Yes, he's older.
But we did a lot together, man. I'm proud of what we did. I'm proud of, the mistakes that I've made thus far and the recovery of them things. So,
Yeah.
I mean, some people get 40 and they hit it like,
Oh, my mom cried.
Shout
she
out,
was
sweetie
so
Edie.
sad. She was so sad. But no, I feel like 40 is, I don't know, you feel grown.
Right. That's
know?
how I felt.
Yeah.
I ain't felt like I was missing something. I felt like I could start telling people what to do.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You say, like,
Yeah.
That's not true, but yeah, it's great that you feel that way.
Okay. He tries to tell people what to do.
Well, I feel more, I don't want to say tell people what to do. I just feel more confident in what I'm saying. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
more
Got that
confidence
experience.
in it. Yeah.
There's some gray hairs.
None. I made it, dog. My pops ain't got no gray hairs yet. I ain't seen that come in yet. So when I see one, we'll see. We'll see
I've
what
seen
happens.
a few already.
Where you seen them at?
You don't want to
No,
go there.
don't say that in front of. What's you talking about? She ain't talking about no naked.
Oh,
Is she
yeah.
talking about-
No. Nothing inappropriate.
She has seen me naked though.
No, but I'm saying I definitely found one in your eyebrow.
I don't know if that
And a
counts.
few of your nose hairs and
And
your mustache.
They might be popping in here, y'all. I'm 40. I earned it, dog. What do you want?
It's 40. It's here.
What did we talk about last episode? What matter? That's what I want to ask you. What your favorite part about the last episode was? You remember?
Probably talking about the active shooter first,
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
I
say.
didn't. Some of that I didn't know that you still felt that way.
Nah, I ain't. I mean, it still feel away.
Well, like you, because when it happened, like I talked about how you were really upset,
Mm.
but I don't know that we like got down to the nitty gritty about why you were so upset because we were in the moment and
Oh,
you wasn't trying to explain nothing.
I ain't still upset though.
But no, I know. But I'm
Uh,
saying it was nice to like really get the clarity.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you were like, well, dang, clearly I need to work on my communication. And,
Facts.
it was lessons learned. It
Yeah,
wasn't just oh, that happened and that's that.
yeah. Nah, that was an experience. I was gonna say the same thing. I was
Yeah.
gonna say just telling the story again was just
Mm.
hilarious, and it's
I
many
can't believe
moments
this.
like that, dog. Like, oh my god. Speaking of, so this episode is going to be about parenting, right? And we was talking to just about. We talking to just about. We wanted to get on and talk about parenting without talking about our kids' business type thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
That's going to
But
be hard.
I mean, I think we're going to be able to do it too, because the main thing for me with parents, you don't, you may hear a lot about what people are going through with their kids, or just good things and bad things and stuff like that. But some people just don't talk about it, like, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, it feels hard to get through some things if you don't never speak, with other people and how they handle it, just to see, well, dang, I'm a better parent than them, or dang, I'm better. I need to work on some things on my end, type of junk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I feel like ultimately that's why most parents don't, because then they feel judged.
There you go.
I know there's been a few situations where I'm like, oh God,
Mm.
I don't even want to talk about this, but
Hey, if any of y'all feel judged, don't worry about it. Okay, I promise you not more judged than me, or you ain't doing worse than I am. You know what I'm saying? When I go into the school, they say they don't even buzz me in no more, dog. You know how you got to get on the jank? You know
I
how you
said,
got
come on in, Mr. Clark.
You know how you gotta hit the little buzzer, Jane, say hello, my name, show your ID, my name's Adrian Clark. Because all the shooting stuff that's been happening in schools and stuff, they start
Yeah.
putting in more controls. It's harder to get in and out. Like when we was kids, your mom and dad would come in and out the school, right?
Right.
But now they start buzzing people. Well, now some they like, Mr. Clark. Yeah, they buzz the door straight on the. No. That's good. I don't feel no way about it, right? Because I don't feel no way about it, because at the end of the day, dog, if I could change it, I would. And two, I got to show up here. Like, it's
Yeah.
my job. It ain't like I can sit one of these out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
And
just
then there's some parents who ain't showing up.
right, that part. That's the
You
main
know?
thing. So I'm showing up regardless of what it is. I'm gonna be there.
Absolutely.
Good, bad, indifferent, 15th time, 16th time, 17th time.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be there. What did he
Yeah.
do? What did they do? Okay, whatever. But we came up, we got a little outline and everything too for y'all. I'm trying to make sure we're done with the recap.
Yeah.
Something else happened, didn't it? Birthday,
Your birthday.
Mother's Day. Happy shout out to all the mothers. Happy
Yeah.
shout out to all the mothers.
Yes.
Mamas, babies, mamas. Mamas.
Why do I keep forgetting my claps? Oh, not that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All the mothers out here, y'all. We love y'all.
Oh, I missed a delay on this one.
There you go.
We love the mothers. This Mother's Day was good. Well, I
Tell the
have
truth,
been
shame
a
the devil.
mother. Yeah, I have been a mother for almost 19 years now.
Right.
So
Congrats.
I believe that.
I'm touching your stuff.
Yeah, stay over there. I would think that y'all know me by now.
Mhm.
My children wanted to do something special, which was amazing. So I am going back to school.
You get a gunshot.
Boom. Oh.
You don't know how to shout. You deserve it. You deserve it. Shout out to my bae.
Yes. And so my family surprised me this Mother's Day with a laptop to go back to school, which I definitely needed. So I was really happy about that. Um Also, they decided to take me out to dinner. Now, the
As we do,
restaurant,
we normally like to eat
yeah, usually for Mother's Day we go out.
for all occasions, really.
Yeah, right. We love to celebrate with food.
Right.
And so we went to this restaurant. Oh, MG. I probably will never go back myself.
Hmm.
Um, I don't. The service just was absolutely terrible, and
I'm laughing because it was an issue. Well, as you know, booking on Mother's Day is always difficult, right?
right,
So we try to get ahead of it and do reservations, right? And
yes,
reservations, sometimes you see a restaurant you may have been to, and you can, book for what you know.
mhm,
And sometimes you got to go by the pictures, the plates and the pictures and stuff that they
right.
send, and you kind of
Oh, and those
shot by
pictures
that.
can be so deceiving.
And this one was one of those cases, and so it was more. It wasn't like Mother's Day brunch vibe. Well, it
Oh
wasn't.
no, this was Saturday night. Man, we outside vibe.
So
Okay.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but so I'm trying to set the tone before you get too deep into your
Yeah,
feelings.
yeah.
We. So first we get there. I made the reservation, and it was for 12:30. I figure we just get straight out of church and go straight there. We get there, they're not open for our reservation time.
And the reservations was what time?
12:30.
Okay.
So they not open. We get there 12:20. They're not open. All right. 12:30 still not open. 12:45. Somebody come
Still
around the
not
corner.
open.
Somebody come around the corner. Hey, here.
Oh my God. This look like Uncle Leroy from
He must have
wherever.
been in the back barbecuing
Yeah,
the chicken,
doing
getting
something.
ready for the chicken.
Okay.
Here, just want to let y'all know. Y'all ain't gonna. We ain't opening the doors to 1. I had already known that because I had called once we got there at 12:30. I'm like, yo, it
Yeah.
ain't open. He like, yeah, we ain't opening the 1. I said, well, we got a reservation at 12:30. He told me, Adrian Clark. I said, yeah. He said, we gonna get you at 1. I was like- so normally, under any other circumstance, you pull up chops, we getting up out of here, fam. We gonna go somewhere better than this, right?
Right.
It's Mother's Day, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If I know if we leave here, wherever we going, it's gonna be 2.5 hour wait or 3 an hour wait.
Well, I guess that's where I feel like we probably could have found something.
We for sure could have.
Just because it was still kind of early in the day. Listen, I appreciate the gesture. I appreciate the thoughts of wanting to take me to eat. So I'll just leave it there. Like I said, the service just was not good.
Mm-hmm.
The food was okay. It just, to me, I don't know that this restaurant was like ready for brunch.
They wasn't ready for anything. I don't know why they will put. It's pretty much a club, y'all.
Right.
What is a
like
club?
they was recovering from last night.
Yeah, it's a
Somebody overslept.
That's
why they won't start until 1. Okay.
It was pretty much a club. So the girl come out, bought a girl, with the bikini top on. And so my son,
Ready to take my order.
my kids can't even order. Some of them like, he can't even eat. So at least she changed. She changed the top. And then.
Did she?
Yeah, it wasn't a bikini. It was more like a bra at first. But I guess it was like a midriff.
I don't even remember the change. All I know is your eyes better have been on this daggone menu.
Yes, it was great food. Good food. Good food. I ain't got no problem. You ain't finna get no problem out the boy.
Yeah.
Now my sons, I don't know what.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Can't control the hormones. Jesus.
So we got shout out to all the mothers. We'll do better. We'll do better next year. And like I said, you've been a mother for 19 years, and we're gonna try to do our best every year. I'm saying the years that we don't, we apologize.
Well, like I said, I really, really appreciate the gesture. I know, a few mothers that have said, their husbands don't really do much for them for
Mm,
Mother's Day because they're like, well, you're not my mom,
mm,
and so
mm,
I'm definitely grateful, that
mm.
my husband has always, and this is, you know, it's really since I was pregnant, you've always made me feel special on Mother's Day. And so I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you, man. Shout out to all the mamas, baby
Yes.
mamas.
Yes, yes.
So let's get into this thing, man. We got a outline. Like I said, this one is about parenting. This one is gonna be talking. This one is gonna be titled. Give me the what's the twinkle Jane? Different children, different season.
Hello. That's what you, that's what we
uh,
really need.
Good, bust it out. You can let it play out while you pulling it up.
Alright.
Ah,
It's scary, y'all.
daycare, middle school, lunch money, Chromebooks. You thought you heard it all, folks, but now from the clocks.
Mm,
What we got? How you starting on?
you supposed to start off.
Oh, is it dead? Can I
Mm-mm.
unplug it?
No, you gotta unplug it.
Can you pull it? Thank you. All right, man. Nobody prepares you for parenting three completely different humans at three completely different stages of life, all at the
Nobody.
same time. I mean, that's a lot to think about because that's something I think I never considered when I was telling about just how spread apart. The kids ain't really that spread apart though, but they is, right?
Yeah.
We got one in college,
Mm-hmm.
one in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and one in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
right? And all of them kind of needs something different, right? Um, what do you think the difference is between parenting little kids and parenting older kids? When I say little kids, I'm talking about elementary. When I say old, I'm talking about senior. What come before senior, junior, and senior high school and college kids?
So our school age, I guess that's well. I don't. And you're saying, for me, my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Well, let me say, what's it like raising, parenting an adult child? I'll say.
Uh,
What did you like? You thought it was gonna be? I'm
this
saying.
heck no.
Uh,
And see, the thing is, my adult child is a girl.
wah, wah, wah.
Do we have that?
No, I need that,
I
right?
need that. Yes, that's what I need.
What that got to do with it, though?
Because the mother daughter relationship is very unique.
Mm,
All right. Even before I had children, I was told, oh, being a boy mom is so easy and it's easier,
mm,
than having a girl.
mm,
And for me, um, Jesus help me. It has been quite the journey, with little Miss I don't want to say my baby name up here,
mm,
but yeah, I just and two, I think some of it is there's a lot of me in
mm,
her.
mm,
You know what I mean? So now that I am in the mother role, I definitely see, which I have apologized to my own mother
no,
numerous
mom, I love
times.
you. I'm so sorry.
Numerous times, because I'm like, how did you deal with this? Like, really? And my mom just gets tickled because
Mm,
she's like, oh yeah, you're getting it all back. What you put out, and when I say it, I'm more so referring to like attitude.
well, what do you think is different between the relationship that you and your daughter have than what you and your mom had at that time?
Well, goodness, now I feel like I'm sitting on the couch.
Oh,
I wanted, just in my experience, I love you, mom. Okay. Just in my experience and growing up, um, I wanted my relationship with my daughter. I wanted more openness as far as communication goes.
Mm,
I think as far as like what, and then talking about like generational, like with millennials, um, a lot of the times, and of course, I can't speak for everybody, but our parents were like more in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we out here trying to get it. Um, you know, some working 2, 3 jobs. A lot of us were latchkey kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I think we had to learn to do things earlier for ourselves, and kind of take care of ourselves a little bit more. And I say all that to say, I think with this generation, um, their way of thinking is more like we. So, and with that, to add on to what I just said, it wasn't like well, I ain't gonna ask you, why I gotta do this way, or, what's the reason behind this, or um my parents told me to do something, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and also I think that left room though, because of me having to, learn to do things a lot earlier by myself, have to take care of myself. And in essence, I did take care of my brothers a lot. And so for me, it was just like I kind of was doing things, you know what I'm saying, without my parents knowing.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't bad,
Yeah, sure.
but I definitely, yeah, I was kind of sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I felt like I had to be, because, um, my, I don't know, we just, that's just that open communication, I don't think wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And so for my daughter, I wanted her to feel more open, to be able to come to me, if she, whatever the topic was,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like a shut you down, like you do it this way because I said so.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is the reason why you shouldn't take this route,
Right.
or, there's more to this than you think, than what you can see. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And so, I mean, I would definitely say that's a lot different. Like I said, still same attitude, communication. Mariah, well, she definitely, she getting her little attitudes or whatever. And I was the same way.
Mm. But what did you think was going to be different,
So
as I was saying?
I I don't know why I expected less attitude. I don't know why.
I don't know
I
why.
really did.
You think you saying like you think you laid the groundwork for that not to be for it to be less attitude? I'm saying.
Do I think I laid the groundwork for that?
I'm not judging. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Is that why you saying that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I'm not saying whether you did or didn't. I don't know. Like I
Okay.
said, I'm just asking, is that why you were acting that way? Because you like, I did this, or I explained these things to you more,
Yeah.
just so you wouldn't act like I acted.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, and some of it, like I said, where some of the back talk or whatever the case may be, where it comes, I'm like, girl, like Edie wasn't taking that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I don't take it either, but I'm like, this could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't understand the grace that I'm giving here.
Yeah. I feel like kids don't know no better, dog. They don't know no better. Like, you know,
Like high schoolers?
but period. Our kids
Mm.
specifically, or their kids, who are they talking about having the same issue with, you know?
Mm.
Because we all having the same thing. It's just that, like, we all feel the same way. Like, my daddy would have
Right.
killed you. Me,
Right.
I took you to the store. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, da da da. Like, you know, my dad, bruh. My dad, well, let's stay on this. We're going to get into my dad after this. Adult children. It's been a shock for me, too.
Mm.
I mean, I don't want to say a shock. But, I mean, I don't know, because it's uncharted territory, bro. Because I moved out my parents' house, I think I was 17, 16 and a half. Like, I was out of there. So at 18, I was staying everywhere, right? But no matter where I stayed at, they was like, you know, where the money at, or what are you bringing to this to be able to keep doing this. You know,
Mhm.
whether I'm paying my own rent or whether you
You
kicking
saying
money.
your parents was?
And I wasn't living with my parents. I was
You
gone.
saying where you were
Yeah. So if I
staying?
was staying with my sister or I had
Okay.
my own place or
Okay.
I was trying to get a roommate with my friend or whatever, everything else was transactional.
Gotcha.
Right. And then so you thinking that, my child knows this ain't transactional, so they should be thankful. So they shouldn't be talking to something. Or
Mhm.
like we talking the other day and you like, run um baby girl, run to the store and go get something. And she say, well, I don't understand why you ain't asking dad. We both capable drivers. I'm like,
And that's when the slapping comes into play.
I'm saying in my head though, once this is what I'm thinking, yeah, all right, but I'm not thinking about reacting and beating her right now or even yelling at her because she is an adult.
You not thinking that.
That's my baby girl.
I go straight to that.
Dude, y'all both, well, yeah, whatever you do, I support you 100%.
Thank you.
But that's not her demeanor. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not an everyday thing, but as, you could see when someone's getting older, they feel like,
Yeah.
they just got a little more to say. It ain't necessarily malicious. You know what I'm saying? Why you smiling? Because you like, it is on.
No, because you always say that. You like, knowing who our daughter is, there's no, ill intent
Right,
or, when it comes to stuff like that. And I do understand that.
right.
But then I feel as though, or I believe there comes a time when, like, if it keeps happening,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
That's that part. So like I said, the first time I'm assuming, like I say, art of war. This is a
Mhm,
miscommunication on my end.
mhm,
Or um ignorance on your end.
mhm,
Right? Either one of those is forgivable. So
mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Once they keep tapping like you saying the pattern, okay, now I gotta check you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And that's coming. I know you don't. I know she don't want the smoke, but you know what I'm saying. So I know when or even any one of the kids
Yeah,
when they saying these things, they don't want smoke, right? Or if I'm talking to one of the boys and they asking me why I got to do this, and they might could know a better way to do it.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they do.
right.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
So even just asking why all the time ain't that either. So but even when they do, I still rage up the same way.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying as far as generation
Right,
wise.
right, right.
I'm like, you didn't question, you know what I'm
But
saying?
we did
But
know better ways to do the things that they was asking us.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But it was okay. All right, I got you. You want it this way. This is how we're gonna do it.
Right.
But like I said, I feel as though this generation looks for more of an explanation
Mm,
of, or just like you said, is okay, I may have a different way of doing this.
right.
Just because you guys have done it this way for so many years doesn't mean that it's right.
Right.
You know?
Or they might have better you might be more insightful.
Yeah.
But the thing more of for adult children when we were what I'm thinking about now, and this has been probably the biggest adjustment for me. I don't know about you, but just shifting into that advisory role more so than the leader. I don't want to say leader, but the parent. Not a parent either, because I am the parent, but the authoritarian.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do these things, but da 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 da. Da.
Hmm.
So if she come to me and she asks me something, I'm taking that in a way like, she ain't really gotta ask me.
Hmm.
But I wanna be able to at least give her my opinion. So she always like, well, Dad, why you just don't give me the answer? I always will like, it could go either way, or it could be da 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 da, or it could be this da da da. I'm not giving her no hard yes or no though.
Mm.
And whatever it is. I might be leading you one way and just saying, this is what I think, you know what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
ain't saying do this or I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you think?
Right. Oh no, definitely not.
Well, that's been an adjustment, I'm saying, because I'm used to saying,
Yeah.
don't shut up.
Yeah.
And or do it my way because we smarter than you or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like at this point she got to be able to believe the things that she's coming up with in her head as
And
an
what
adult
we've
child.
already taught her,
Right,
and implementing those lessons.
right.
I So I recently went to this conference for work, and there was a panel, and it was actually teenagers that were on the panel. Um, one was a senior in high school, and one was like a freshman in college. And so their whole they started out with a presentation. Their whole presentation was about their generation and um, not necessarily telling the parents what to do. Nobody can tell you how to raise your own child, but it was more so like giving tips of, as a person of this age,
Hmm.
you can reach me better if you did XYZ.
And what they say?
Does that make sense? And so um the gist of it was allowing for them to speak was a big one. And not just assuming, oh, you're young, you don't know. And so, and that, you know, for me, and I even said something at the end of it. I was like, I got a 18-year-old daughter that I'm kind of dealing with this now. Um, and I'm learning. I want to make a safe space for her to feel as though that she can express, her feelings, or, well, that really made me uncomfortable when you said that, or that
Mm,
really hurt my feelings when you know what I mean? Like I said, and I'm just speaking for me. I didn't, in our growing up, I didn't necessarily feel
mm,
like I had that. You know what I mean? It was more so like, well, no, you do this. And especially too, because, I grew up in a church.
mm,
All my family, my mom, my grandparents, my uncles, aunts, everybody is pretty much a leader or in a leadership position
mm.
at the church. And so, bruh, this is what the Bible say. You follow this, and this how it's gonna be. And which
Hell.
which I'm like, okay, train up a child,
Right.
So I do understand that. And then I want to follow that. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Spiritually, I want my kids to be in a place where they're in line with God's will. And so that's important to me too. But I just feel like some was left out as far as, you know, the Bible says this because,
mm.
you
Right.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
Yeah.
don't want to go down this route because,
Mm,
or do you know what I mean? It was back then, it was just, no, you just don't do it.
right.
Right. And so,
Thus saith the Lord.
and yeah, and so like I said, I'm working on that
Mm,
as my our child is in her young adult years. I want to try to make more of a safe space um for her to be able to express her thoughts, her opinions, her feelings, and as well as I want to be able to talk to her and not just tell her.
and she might not be going to hell.
Right? Absolutely.
This might just be a moment, a blip in all of
Absolutely.
this. That's funny. And so that, I mean, that was. I think that we both pretty much said the same thing, though. You don't want to kind of bring on what you previously known into this next phase. I'm saying
Yeah.
even with parenthood. So like I feel like in the first phase, you were kind of bringing in how your parents raised you.
Yeah.
And then on your second phase, when your child is becoming adults, you kind of bringing in what you've been treating them like. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
now they're in a new phase, so you gotta take that away. It was a learning that parenting an adult child is more about coaching than controlling.
Mm.
Right? I think we did good on this.
Mhm.
Um, moving on. You want to read this next one? You want me to keep
Yeah.
going? Segment 3.
All right. Parenting through behavioral or school challenges. Bruh.
You got to show up. You can't skip. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know a bunch of parents want to go through that phase, skip through that phase, and even just not show up. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough to be not mad at your child. Look at me where I'm
Yes.
at. It's tough to not be mad enough and try to take it out on us. So more of me, I'm learning, man. Every kid, we done did every one of our kid did something stupid in school. Every single one of them, right?
Yeah.
But so you show up and I ain't gonna say you expect it, but you're not super shocked when it happens, right? But some of them are deeper into these, struggle deeper with these than other ones, right? And it's obviously you don't want to compare none to the other ones, but you gotta I don't discipline them differently, right?
Right.
So for us, it was all one bag. You did what? You're getting whooped. You did this, you're getting a beating. You did that, you getting whooped. Like it's all in the same bag. I don't care what you did, right?
Yeah.
You getting spanked. But it don't. Some of that I ain't gonna say some of it don't affect it because all of it do. But some of it is may not be what gets them to the next phase. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just using you just using the tools you got, for the problems that you have.
Yeah. But and we quickly had to learn that every child is different.
Yeah, every one of
Right.
ours is different.
Right.
So my thing was like I knew, like I was telling you the other day, Mariah and AJ, one's a boy, one's a girl, right? This is gonna be different. I'm gonna have tea parties here.
Right.
I'm gonna be able to throw the football with this one. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can wrestle with this one.
Mhm.
I need to be a little more gentle with this one. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Them type of things. The two boys is still different too. So you may thinking you gonna raise your sons the same way or discipline them the same way. And my sons is a year and a half apart, right? So when I'm doing one thing with the one,
Mhm.
hey, come over here and get this lesson too, because you about to learn this, you about to run into the same thing later on if you don't already know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, so when my youngest son will go into something like my oldest son do, I'll be like, didn't I tell you this? Right? You know what I'm saying? Not to do it, but not thinking this won't his time to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I
Absolutely.
said it, but
It don't mean this.
it
It
don't mean
didn't
the
hit the same.
And he knew it wasn't for him, like
Right.
packaged specifically for him.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this year's been a doozy. But just as far as like just refocusing my mind on what I thought, what it was gonna be. Because especially as a dad, bro, you feel like if I would just spend more time here, this would have been fixed, right?
Mm.
Some of that's gonna be God coming in, y'all, to fix those things, right?
Yeah.
But you be thinking in your mind, like if I just, you know what I'm saying, can
I
pat this
don't
thing
think
to roll.
that's just as a dad.
Well, I'm just saying, oh, as a mom too. I say, yeah,
Yes.
clearly.
Yes. I think every parent goes through that.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm saying? When their child is facing challenges and they like, dang, if I would have just,
yeah.
or I should have did this, or
Yeah.
I should have said that, or
And maybe you right. Maybe you did suck in that age of your parenting journey, but you got to get better. Every day you got to look at it differently, or you got to figure out, what does success look like, and things is totally different. One thing I do want to touch on real quick. I'm not an expert in this, y'all, but IEPs, 504 plans, right? In the black community. Right, we don't like them. Right, it's nasty. It's icky. Right, this the cultivation of it. Right, and everything and what it represents. Right, but some kids is gonna need them, and I feel like at some point you need to take a look at all the tools that's on the table for whatever
Absolutely.
you're doing in your journey, and not really be looking at the stigmatism of it all.
Right.
You know, understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all needed some IEPs and 504 plans when y'all was kid. Person to party, I mean, present party included, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at the type of because my sons go to the same middle school I went to,
Right.
right? Same high school I went to, right? So I know what it be like. And y'all share in the comments too. If you a black man and you went to Virginia Beach City public schools, middle school, high school, let me know about your experience. For my experience being a black man, it was always felt like fitting in. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
Like this ain't for you, but if you can learn while you're here, cool. Like this is your tight jank, right? And it starts in the elementary school when they take you to Jamestown. I'll say this. I was talking about the guys in the barbershop the other day. Why are we in Jamestown? Why am I here as a black person, right?
Mhm.
And they walk you through here. There's like, all right, here's the map, y'all. All these red dots represent Indian villages. They go for 50 years. Lot less red dots here for 150 more years. No red dots here, right? And one of the kids raised their hand and said, what happened to all the red dots?
Oh my God.
I said, they slaughtered, baby girl. Dead. Killed. Right? So they walk you through all of that, and then you go into the you gotta slide that up. And then you go to the they take you in the back to the slave quarters. Where the slave quarters is at, they be like, this is what the slaves ate. It's mush and mac and black, right? They say, and then they look at you and say, hey, you wanna put the shackles on?
Oh my God.
No, I don't want to put these shackles on. I'm 8. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
But that conditioned you,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of way, I feel like, personally. And, I'm a freedom fighter anyway. So if I'm going too hard, I'm going too hard. But it feels like that should be a trip that you take your people to. As much as they talk about critical race theory
Mhm.
and about how we shouldn't talk about black stuff that make people uncomfortable and stuff like that. It's our
That's
job.
one of them.
It's our job. They say what when we have a response and say, you know, why they not teaching critical race theory in school? They'll say, well, if you want your child to know, it's your job to teach them at home. If you want your son to know about Jamestown, you take them up there on the weekend. Don't sanction
Yeah.
the whole school to go.
That's crazy. I listen. I was in Connecticut.
Right? You ain't know. This ain't
I
against
ain't
you.
take this trip.
But I'm saying that always made me feel like, and that was in elementary school. So middle school and high school, it always just felt like more of the same for me. You know what I'm saying? So when we learn in history, yeah, you learn Black history every year, Black History Month. We learn about Martin Luther and Malcolm X every year, right? Y'all ain't say nothing about Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all ain't say nothing about Marcus Garvey, or y'all ain't say nothing about all of the heroes that we have that y'all don't like. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as a Black man, like I said, it always felt like school wasn't for us anyway. You know what I'm saying? So to kind of have behavioral issues or issues staying focused in school, like, you know?
And it's like my heart hurts for these children because for those with those experiences, and then it's like you're in a place where you're not, or you're misunderstood.
Right.
So it's like, how do you
So if I get up,
navigate through that?
so I finish my test early and I look at my chain, I get it right, and I hate one of these. You know what I'm saying?
You're looked at as being disruptive, or you're clowning around.
Oh,
or
I'm making gun signs with my hands. I'm a gangster
and it's
now.
like, that's not even what I was doing.
Right, yeah.
Like,
so I got to explain everything, right?
Yeah.
On top of now, and I got to learn four-step math equations too, or how to turn fractions into decimals. I ain't here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's always just been a struggle for me. So the biggest thing I was just thinking about, and I didn't graduate high school. I ain't gonna say it's because of that, but you know, my heart wasn't in it. So I'm like, well, my sons, this is something I wanted to make sure that we got. This is a demon we got to slay before the next generation of Black boys come here and they be going to school in Virginia Beach too.
Right.
Right. So whatever tool y'all got, man, there's resources out there. We could be looking at alternative ways of educating our children, or whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying, to get us there, dog. I'm down to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, aside from with all of that, um, it definitely as a mother, of a child, specifically in middle school, it definitely takes a toll on you, and stress. We were dealing with a situation, and I remember us leaving, and I could definitely feel the tension between you and I, right? And so I think you said you was like, well, let's go get some food. I'm like, yeah, we need to sit down because um we just really had to take the time to remind ourselves that we're not each other's enemy.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We on the same team. And so, and I say that to say, for any other parents who might be dealing with, issues with your child finding who they are.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's really what it is.
For sure.
And going through that transition.
Just trying everything.
Right.
Stop it.
Just remember that y'all are on the same team.
Yeah.
Don't let that situation, or even a child, pin y'all against each other.
If it gets that bad, get rid of the kid.
It's like it's gotta be us,
right,
through it all,
for real. Like I said, and y'all ain't gotta be, like I said, it ain't gotta be y'all with the kid, but it's definitely y'all together though. It don't gotta be verse them,
right?
But y'all just united.
Yeah, you gotta work together in that, and we're advocating for our children. I don't
advocate for your child no matter what.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you like them, don't like them. If you feel like they did it and didn't do it. I feel like that's one thing I had to get myself up on, right? Because, whether they did it or didn't do it, we the only people who going to advocate for these people, period. no matter what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my daddy, I'll tell you, that's what I was going to say about my daddy. I think I was in 7th grade, or no, I was in 8th grade, bro. And I'm like, I transferred from Bayside Middle School over to Salem, and I'm there in Salem. I don't know what I was doing that year, probably cutting like a fool. You hear me? And so school come around, the letter come and say your child did not pass. He needs to go to summer school. And for summer school, then dog, $40 probably. I got the 40, Randall. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could cut grass for the Jane or get it back to you or something. My dad was like, nah, off principle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wanna act a fool? You wanna play stupid? You get stupid prizes. Right. My dad. My dad done making me repeat the 8th grade, bruh. Do you know the humility? I don't even want to say humility, the embarrassment. What's bigger than embarrassment? Can you imagine though? Coming to school and they like, what are you doing here? Every bell, every class,
Yeah.
every time you go everywhere
Yeah.
for the first month, 2 months of school.
Bruh.
Like, and I'm no guy to get it off. You know what I'm talking about? To just shoot some stuff. I got to shoot. That's how I got so good at roasting people. Because I done been, these got to land. These got to be good. Because they going to call me stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? They going to say what they going to say about me. But like I said, my dad was that guy to stand on it. Like, if you did it, you going to get it. You going to get what they give you. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But me, like I said, I wanted to kind of take a different stance, right? You know what I'm saying?
With your boys.
With my boys, for sure. Because the world going to beat y'all up enough. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm going to beat you up too. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be at the crib. But as far as like anyone else coming in and putting punishments on y'all, that ain't going to never fly with me. And I ain't going to never take their side. No matter what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I got my own set over here for y'all. And I'll, kind of work on your what's the word I'm looking for? Your, I can't even think of the word. Your integrity as a man and what it means here.
Yeah.
But as far as them telling you you deserve this for this or you deserve that for doing that, they don't know you.
Right.
And you ain't really on it. When you turn 18, that's on you with them. But until then, I need to advocate for my children, just because I know whether they did it or not, like they may have done it, but this school may overdo it on the punishment for your child.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And put them in a situation that's unrecoverable.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to Randall Clark. You helped my baby with his roasting and got him better at that. Okay, so we know it was all for the betterment of his development.
Yeah, I was smiling.
Okay?
You smile. I'm smiling to stop from crying, y'all.
Okay, listen. And at the end of the day, our parents did what they could do, right?
No, he did it right.
We're definitely not coming for our parenting.
No, he did the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, they did what they could do, and I think for me, I'm able to give a little bit more grace now that I'm a parent because I'm like, bro, we just out here trying to do this.
Right.
Like, there's no book to. And even there are a lot of books written on how you should parent. But at the end of the day, every kid is different. So, yes, that gives us a blueprint. But at the end of the day, that stuff may work, it may not for my kid. You know what I mean? I could read all the books in the world and have all the degrees, but this information may not specifically pinpoint my child.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so... Listen, we out here doing what we could do.
Right.
It's a war out here.
I was about to say, I don't. So parenting through behavioral stuff, bro. You got a job to do, right? Shut up, grab your bootstraps, and get in there. It ain't your fault, but you gotta fix it, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you could kick them out the family or that go X them out all the family photos or something,
Right.
or not bring them back around later. They gotta come back later. And like I said, at the end of the day, this person is one of us. Anyway, he half of me and half of you.
Yes.
God bless him. Like I said.
One of the hardest parts of parenting is realizing love alone doesn't automatically solve everything.
Got to have boundaries.
Yes.
Got to have boundaries, y'all.
Yes.
And like I
yes.
said, too, them boundaries is different. For one child, you may take their phone and it'll break them, right? One child, you take their phone and ain't gonna
Like,
care at all.
what else? Or even the beatings.
Or even the
That's what I
beatings,
was
right,
saying.
yeah.
Bro, we quickly learned that
Even
that
the
don't
beating.
work on everybody.
Right, even the beatings. Some of them you could talk to them rough.
Yeah.
And it'll fix them,
It'll
right?
shake them. Put that fear in them.
Some
You
of them
know?
gonna need a little more. And some of them need love, dog.
Yeah.
Love. Some of them need to be hugged to be fixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that got to be the hardest one, because don't hug me when you didn't out here playing with my daddy name and got us looking terrible in the streets. You talking about? Come
You
hug.
think you gonna get a hug?
You think you gonna get a hug? No. Go find somebody to love you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight through, bro. You gotta all my fellas out there, dog, bro. I had one man I was sitting there have a conversation with, and he was like, this is probably about 10 years ago. He was like, man, people be like talking about they don't see how men lead their family. I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, bro. Well, you know, hey, it ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy, dog. You can't be talking about this legacy talk. Or you can't be talking about generational wealth. You can't be talking like you want these things, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through, right? If we could all pick which one we could want to go through, and promise you we wouldn't all be going through what we decided we was going to do.
Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, of course, like any parent, I want my child to, you know, go into the world actually caring about other people, okay? Having respect for other people, respecting themselves,
Come on.
having love for themselves, being confident in who they are and, who God has called them to be, and living each day with purpose,
Mm.
right? And it's parenting. It is just, it's,
You about to cry?
no, I'm just like, it can be so overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To changing our way of thinking. Like I said, understanding that
It ain't working.
it and that we want to do the work to find out what will,
Right.
because unfortunately some parents just give up. They like, look, the streets got you now.
Right.
I can't,
And facts.
I
And no-
can't deal with this.
And then some people rest in what you said. Like, in their mind, they doing better than their parents. So this is good enough. If you ain't with this, streets got you, like you said. And you owe them more.
Right.
Better than because you in your mind, you doing better than your parents. In your child's mind, they don't care
Right.
what happened with you and your parents, and they have an expectation for their parent.
Yeah.
Based off of what they know. Not saying you got to meet their expectation,
Right.
but saying you headed in with the expectation that they ain't even looking at. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good question too. So who decides if you're a good parent? Your spouse, your parent, or your child? What do you think?
A part of me is more so saying the child, only because they're the ones getting the the brunt of everything.
You finna get some trauma. That's all you getting from this. A little bit of guidance, or a lot of guidance, and a little bit of trauma. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'd rather my daddy or my spouse.
But they don't know. That's the thing. Well,
Yeah.
not the spouse.
Right.
Your parents don't live with us.
Well,
They don't see Adrian day in and day out.
For sure, but I'm saying he could see when he think I take something a little further than he did. Is what I'm saying. Or he say I see if he see I slay, he feel like I slayed a demon there. He didn't slay. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm. So what then determines the good parent? Is it the result?
No, I don't know. That's what I was asking.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Like,
feel like it's a right answer. Is what I'm saying.
mm,
It's a good discussion though.
yeah.
But I don't know. What means it to you? This was saying the child. The
Well,
result of the child or what the child say to you about it though.
I think kind of a little bit of both.
Mm,
And so, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard though, because like I said, I think my perspective on it is a little different because I am a parent.
yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, of course, my parents did things that I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I shouldn't, that was bad or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, I'm like, they were really good parents.
For sure.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? How the person and the woman that I turned into,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then B, just, me learning and wanting to at least incorporate some of that
Right.
into my parenting.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So as the child, I say, yes, my parents were great parents.
Mm.
Now, not every child says that.
Mm. I guess your child. Well, y'all let us know in the comments. Like I said, that's something good for them to come back on. I like what you said though too.
I'm sure now with your parents, I'm sure you say they were the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, ultimately, because of who I am, right? The result and what that presented,
Mm.
and just how you raise your kids. I think it's a little bit of a mesh of all of it.
Right, for
you
sure.
know?
I definitely want to hear what other people gotta say. So that's our answer. Okay.
Yeah. Now, as your spouse, I think that you're an amazing dad.
Thank you, babe.
I really do. I appreciate how hands on you are.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Mm.
so, just that, and that's just my perspective on it. Um, Now, I'm sure other spouses out there might be like, but I all feel like, okay, we got some work to do
Right.
in other areas. We're not perfect.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We're all human. We're all learning this as we go
For sure.
day to day. But no, I think that you are an amazing dad. I know our kids are grateful to have you as their dad, and I wouldn't want anybody else to have fathered my children.
Oh man, I feel the same about you, babe. But not father. I want to let you father my children. I think you're doing a great job as the mom.
Thank you.
What's the last part? Because we only got a couple more minutes left on this joint. Let me close this out. All right, we're gonna do 3 appeals. Right. If you left the pod and you're no longer following the pod and you're out in the wilderness and you want to come back, like, follow, subscribe. If you're looking for a new pod and you want to listen to a new pod, like, follow, subscribe. Or if you want to give your life to this pod, like, follow, subscribe. If any one of them appeals touched you in any kind of way.
All I need is the altar call music.
Come on.
Back, dog.
Come on.
Back.
That's how I'm going to close out every pod now. All right, that was it. Closing thoughts is we used to think good parenting meant always having the answers. Now we realize good parenting sometimes means being willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners, man, what stage of parenting challenged you the most? What do you think?
It's so hard to say right now.
Right now, so this current stage.
Currently.
Today stage.
Oh my God.
What is it you think it is? It's just you ain't expect. I think the biggest part is just all unexpected. You never know what's about to happen next.
It's never. Listen, out the womb, bruh, you have newborn babies, okay? Specifically, if it's your first baby, Everybody tells you, oh, the babies get up in the middle of the night. You're gonna be getting no sleep, and that until you experience
Oh
it.
yeah.
I will never forget going to Mariah's. Now, this is Mariah's checkup.
Mhm.
Okay. I took her to the doctor. I think they get like a 6-week checkup or something like that. I asked the doctor, I wasn't even concerned about her health, bruh. I was like, I have never been so sleep deprived in my life. Can you die from this?
You absolutely can.
Like, I promise. And he laughed.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I'm dead serious, dog. I don't know how I'm living right now.
So that was the toughest stage for you?
That was extremely tough because A, you don't know when it's gonna end.
Right. Facts. Yeah.
Okay. And so that was hard. But like I said, then we get into stuff like this.
Yeah.
And you think it's gonna be so much easier and they're adults and it don't end. I'm trying to tell y'all it don't end.
Look, I'm about to get my baby send my baby a DoorDash or something.
Okay.
What
Send me some.
what's something
That's why he's taking me to Jamaica.
Look.
Okay. We deserve it.
Facts. What's something parenting taught you about yourself?
Parenting taught me that I don't know it all.
I don't know nothing at all, really.
But no, seriously, I've learned about myself that I need to, or that I want as well, to be more flexible. I don't have to, it's not about being rigid. It's not about, oh, this is how it needs to go and this is how we're going to do this. I have to be flexible in knowing that things aren't always going to go the way that I planned.
That's good. The last one I gotta go. But answer this though. What advice would you give parents raising teens right now? Be flexible.
Pray.
Be flexible and pray.
Pray.
In the Lord.
Jesus, he will fix it. No, but seriously, prayer is a huge thing. Okay. I had to learn that I got to give it to God.
Let him have it.
I can't with this. It's not my strength. It's not my wisdom. Like, I have to rely on God.
They making you a better Christian dog.
Listen, hello. I'm learning to seek the face of the Father
The
daily.
balm. There's a balm in Gilead.
Okay, daily.
Yeah, we definitely been strong in church, that's for sure. Shout out to the church fam.
Yes.
We love y'all, man. We appreciate all the prayers. All the listens, too. They're some of our main supporters. Church people, man. So we love y'all and regular friends and everybody. I'm late to pick one of these boys up right now. But he can wait.
Okay.
For y'all, he ain't out there. He can stay out there a little longer. He ain't gonna do nothing but throw the ball around some more.
But you gonna do your answers?
Yeah, I'm yeah. Bump him. What stage of parenting was the toughest? It's gotta be, I would say just the younger years with Mariah.
Mm.
I was just learning so much on the fly. It felt like, you know what I'm saying? When the boys popped out, I knew exactly what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Put you here, throw me that, I throw this back to you. Pick this up, put that down. You know what I'm saying? Shoot this. All this stuff is just whatever I would do. But for her, I gotta read a book. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out what all of this is. Like, what is raising a woman? Do I even got a role in that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what do I do here? And so for her whole times, I just felt like, I don't know, I just don't want to mess her up. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of, that was, I would say, raising them girl years was the best. Especially when I go and they're doing cheerleading, I got to go sit in the meeting. It's like, if your daughter goes to school and maybe she stayed home because she had a chunky flow.
Oh, God.
I'm like, What am I
Is
doing?
this for me?
What am I doing? Should I make her go if she got a chunky flow? Or should I let her stay home? I don't know what's going on here.
Oh my god.
And so I don't know if she's lying to me. I don't know what what she's
Yeah.
doing. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Bro.
got cramps.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening, dog. Ask your mama. She always like, well, aren't you my dad too? Girl, get out my face. I don't
No,
know what
when
else is
them
going on.
boys, they already know. Go to dad. I don't want to know. I want to talk about no body changes. Let that be your dad.
Real sticky sheets.
Ugh. No,
And
thank
don't bother
you.
me while I'm cleaning my room.
I don't even go in their room. How about that? Don't touch nothing.
Look,
Nothing.
He not cleaning. He taking long showers.
Oh my
All my fellas,
God.
you know what it is. Got to be clean, bruh.
Ugh.
What's something parents have taught you about yourself is that I'm a great leader. Nah. Mm, that I'm a better learner.
What do you mean?
Well, that I'm not. This is something parents taught me, that I'm not as compassionate as I thought I was.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Mm. Mm.
saying? Uh-huh. And I
thought you
don't
was
want to
gonna
say
go
nothing
more
else.
into
I
that.
don't want to say nothing else about that.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
And what advice would you give parents raising teens right now? For parents raising teens right now, dog, we don't know everything. And we do know a lot about what we're going through, but we know it from our vantage point, from our time and our influences and our thing. You know what I'm saying? There
And
is
it's
another
different.
side. It's not. I don't even say it's different. It's different, but there's another angle here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't one way to skin a cat. It's 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But um, that's all, man. That's all we got. That's all we got time for. I don't want this thing to run out of tape. Uh, Who's Who in the Zoo? We'll be back next month
Yes.
with more stuff. Depending
Yeah.
on how y'all react to this parenting episode, it might be a part 2, right?
Absolutely.
But thank y'all, man. We definitely love all the encouragement. This is one of the main reasons. Look, this is one of
boys
the main
calling.
reasons we keep doing this.
Come on, get me.
So let me go and get my son Be a Great Dad. Hit us up, like, follow, subscribe. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. Make sure y'all do, so we know that who's watching, man, who's supporting, and who to thank.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We love y'all. Thank you so much for the support.
Peace.
Until next time.
Y'all know what it is when you hear that music coming. Shebang. A bit. For real.
My head.
Two rings, one roof, me and you.
Me and you.
Talking love, talking truth, what we do. It's a wild little world. Who's in the zoo? Who's in the zoo? Big fights make up, pushing through. Every scar, every joke, that's our proof.